I wouldn't be able to stream. For some reason, I tried to stream and YouTube basically kicked me out of my stream. I tried to get on as I was trying to resume it. It was a long, long thing. Anyway, Tracy Cortez versus Viviane Araujo. Um, this is obviously WMMA, so anything can honestly happen. People who were supposed to win lost in last week's fight, so I mean, in WMMA, it's better to just flip a coin. But I will give Viviane Araujo credit because in her last fight, she was able to actually beat Karine Silva, who I think is actually one of the most talented prospects. Maybe not, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see if her win over Karine Silva actually goes on to age well, right? But my biggest thing with regards to Tracy Cortez, and I know a lot of people are criticizing. I saw a couple of comments in the short that I made for Tracy Cortez versus Viviane Araujo, and a lot of people are like, "Damn, I don't know how this girl is the favorite in this particular fight," which honestly makes sense for you to doubt it. It doesn't feel like Tracy. I mean, let me not even say she's not taking her career seriously. I genuinely just feel like Tracy Cortez is more focused on her physical appearance than focusing like her entire energy into fighting. Right in her last fight with Rose Namajunas, like Rose Namajunas actually punched her and her eyelash flew out. That just goes to show that she's more concerned about her physical appearance than fighting. But nonetheless, the mere fact that Tracy Cortez was able to beat the Jasmine Jasu Davicius, and Jasmine is on a tear right now. Jasmine looks like she's gonna be a champion the way she's fighting, and whether you like her or not, Tracy Cortez was able to beat Jasmine Jasu Davicius, and it wasn't that long ago. It was 2023, and she won via unanimous decision. So, in my opinion, that's honestly quite impressive. Despite the fact that I don't like the fact that Tracy Cortez had eyelashes on when she was fighting Rose Namajunas. The mere fact that she was able to go to a decision with Rose, I know that everyone, including myself, felt like Rose Namajunas is not what she used to be. She's not the two-time strawweight champion that we used to know, especially after she left her previous coach and just she's just being coached by her husband at this particular point in time. So obviously she's not what she used to be, but nonetheless, Rose Namajunas is still a pretty decent striker. She gave Manon Fiorot like a lot of problems in that particular fight, and she had a broken arm. So, I mean, I will give credit to Tracy Cortez as far as her striking abilities, even though I felt like Rose Namajunas was just outclassing her. But the mere fact that she was able to even get to a decision, I mean, for example, Zhang Wei Li got knocked out, by Rose Namajunas. You can call it a fluke or whatever the case is, but Rose Namajunas actually knocked out Zhang Wei Li. So anyone who's able to survive up until a decision, which is normal in women's MMA, but my point is Tracy Cortez has some decent striking abilities, and I sincerely feel like Viviane Araujo was able to win the fight against Karine Silva because Karine Silva does not know how to strike, right? Karine Silva, if her takedown does not work, she starts to gas. It seems based on her previous fight, and her hands are not as good. So it makes sense that she lost to Viviane Araujo. However, when we look at Tracy Cortez, like I said, she beat Jasmine Jasu Davicius via unanimous decision. Was able to go 5 rounds on short notice. I think it was short notice. It wasn't. I think she wasn't like given enough time to prepare. I think Rose Namajunas was supposed to fight someone else. I can't remember who Rose Namajunas was supposed to fight in that particular fight. And then what do you call her? Tracy Cortez was asked to step in on short notice, even though there was a couple of weeks, or I think it was a month in advance, but it was a short notice step in. And up until that point, Tracy Cortez was on a streak, right? I don't like Tracy Cortez's takedown defense. I feel like it opens her up to being taken down. But I think she has pretty decent grappling, but I could see her being controlled. Viviane Araujo is past her prime at this particular point in time, but like, I mean, she was able to stop a rising prospect. But however, that prospect is good at wrestling and nothing else, and not particularly great at wrestling because if you can't take Viviane Araujo down, I mean, it means your wrestling is not that great. It clearly shows that the Karine Silva is good when her opponents are inexperienced or not like top level, top five at the very least, right? So this is gonna be a tricky fight. I get why people are going with Tracy Cortez, and in all honesty, my subscribers and I are picking Tracy Cortez. But I genuinely could see this fight going either way, purely because on one hand, Tracy Cortez has a win, and I will repeat this. Tracy Cortez has a win over Jasmine Jesu Davicius. Jasmine Jesu Davicius looks incredible at the moment. Tracy Cortez was able to go to a decision with Rosna Mayunas. The main reason I felt like Karine Silva lost to Viviane Araujo was because of her lack of striking abilities and I think a cardio issue as well. So I don't think that those problems are going to be present for Tracy Cortez. However, I will say that I'm a little bit worried about Tracy Cortez's takedown defense. It's not particularly great, and I feel like Viviane Araujo might actually find a way to exploit that. But I mean, if Jasmine Jesu Davicius was able to submit Playboy, I wish Tracy Cortez would be my girlfriend. She's hot as fuck. Yeah, she is pretty, man. Um, but nonetheless, we're here about breakdowns. So, but nonetheless, the reason I'm picking Tracy Cortez is I feel like she's performed really well against really talented prospects. Um, Her performance against Jasmine Dasu was impressive, specifically the fact that Tracy Cortez was able to avoid being submitted by Jasmine Jasu Davicius. Even though I'm criticizing Tracy Cortez's takedown defense, I understand that I'm criticizing it, but nonetheless, she was able to actually avoid getting submitted by Jasmine Jasu Davicius and actually even get a win over Jasmine Jasu Davicius. And I will repeat this again. Tracy Cortez went into the fight with Rose Namajunas on short notice. I don't like the fact that she had eyelashes on in that particular fight. It makes me worry about her commitment to her career as an athlete, as a fighter. But we have to also take into consideration the fact that Tracy Cortez went into that fight with Rose Namajunas on short notice. I think a lot of people are forgetting that. So I'm not going to give up hope on Tracy Cortez just yet. I feel like she has the ability to actually beat the Viviane Araujo. I think she's the better striker of the two. The mere fact that she was able to go to a decision with Rose Namajunas on short notice, I mean, it's quite impressive considering Rose Namajunas is a two-time strawweight champion, knocked out Zhang Wei Li. I mean, how many people can say that, you know? So the mere fact that she was able, I mean, look at her performance against Manon Fiorot on the feet. Like, Rose Namajunas was able to actually, like, she was really close to actually winning that fight, even with a broken hand. So I don't know. I feel like she deserves a bit more credit for coming in on short notice and being able to go to a decision with Rose Namajunas. You can. I know that everyone says it's not the same Rose, but it's fine. The mere fact that she was able to survive on short notice with a two-time former strawweight champion, that means something to me. Viviane is also, I think, like 37, 38. So obviously, her fighting years are basically behind her, right? So yeah, I could see this fight. I honestly can see Tracy Cortez winning this particular fight, but it's women's MMA, so she might lose. Who knows? But I don't think I would be more worried if Tracy Cortez had not fought any top level athlete. I think she got the experience she needed against the was it 3 rounds, the decision win over Jasmine Joseph the VCS, and the 5 rounds that she went with Rosa Mayunas. I think those were valuable learning experiences, and I think they are going to make her better. So yeah, that's my pick. My subscribers and I are going with Tracy Cortez. Playboy, I wish leg triangle submission from her for me. Wow. Yeah, that concludes my breakdown for this particular fight. If you want to join me, let's go to the next fight. Yeah, if you're just joining the stream, let's go to the next fight. If you want to continue um, with the breakdowns, if you want to watch this specific breakdown, you can always rewatch it in the live section of the channel. Otherwise, let's go to the next fight. I love and appreciate all of you. Deuces.